I'll be honest, if you don't like scary movies, Undertone is not the movie for you. I can't even remember the last time I was this creeped out coming out of the movie theater. If this came out back in the day when I used to not like scary movies, I would just tell myself to stay home. Whoever tried to drag you into it, just don't go, because you're probably gonna end up walking out of the movie theater wasting money. So I was so scared at some point in the last 10 minutes of the movie that I'm not gonna lie, I kind of regretted being there for a second. I thought it was gonna be one of those Hereditary endings where it all builds up and then you end up seeing something that you just can't unsee. Now I won't say what was shown, but the audio was doing its thing. Certain phrases and songs played in reverse kind of stuck with me for the next couple days, and the way that this movie uses sound is up there with the first Sinister. That's the movie that came to mind when I was watching this. Also keep in mind that there were only 2 actors that were shown on screen. Everybody else, we heard them through voice audio, and there was even a nurse that came into the house, but she wasn't even shown. We could only hear what she was saying. A small synopsis of the movie: it's this woman taking care of her mother who's basically been in a coma. She has a podcast that talks about scary stories, and she receives some videos, 10 videos to be exact, about a couple that had a paranormal experience. And basically throughout the whole film, we start listening to all of them in a span of a few days. This movie did pretty well. It had a $500K budget, and it received I think it was 13 million at the box office. That is insane. And this is the director's debut. He did so well with this film that he's in talks about rebooting the Paranormal Activity series. And that's also another movie that kind of came to mind when I was watching this, in the sense that, well, actually, let me get into this. There's 2 things that this movie did for me as I was watching it. One, it gave me inspiration, and it seemed like an extreme example of how a small cast of 2 and basically 1 location can make a great film. Many a times when it comes to creating something, one may overthink or just scratch a whole project because it seems almost impossible, right? But this film showed me that a lot can be accomplished with so little. Obviously, the sound design and the sound editing was the big focus for its success, but they didn't spend a lot of time with special effects, and even the sound design doesn't seem completely out of this world. It felt very raw, and I like that. I feel like it's, a form of authenticity, and I feel like a lot of modern horror, especially the big ones, kind of lost that. And 2, it showed me that the horror genre still has a lot to show us, because I'm gonna be honest, if we're talking about the horror genre specifically, if we were to put a percentage of movies that are, in my opinion, 8 or higher, that have come out maybe in the last 10 years, it would probably be less than 10%. I feel like some of these movies, they're either not that scary or the writing is just not it. But with Undertone, it was very refreshing to see, even though it had me scared for 2 days, but it did what it was supposed to do. So if I were to rate this movie, I would give it an 8. I'd say definitely go see it for yourselves. Watch it on the big screen if you can. Really get immersed with the sound. If you don't get to see it in the movie theater, put that sound up. I think that it will definitely make the experience a lot better. And so, for those that have seen it, let me know what you thought. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one.